going to put out a bench warrant for your arrest.
You practice in front of bench. That's my job or my attorney job. I'm sui juris. I'm pro pria.
Okay, Mr. White, I don't know where you read the stuff that you're saying, but it's legal nonsense.
I'm a beneficiary and I'm a sovereign. I'm here under fraud, menace, and
sir.
I'll travel. I don't drive.
Okay.
I have no contact.
Sir, here's what we're doing,
Mr. I come in sui juris.
Only one of you actually has that phone number, and the other people are just wrong about what their phone number is. Who's calling ending in 1336?
Sui juris and personal persona. I'm Stephen Tyrell White, beneficiary and sovereign. I'm here under fraud, menace, and arrest. Fiduciary Daniel Williams Norbeck.
Okay, Mr. White, we're going to pop you over in the waiting room because you're just going to be a distraction for all the citizens here willing to abide by the laws of our country. So we'll pop you over in the waiting room and we'll get back to you. In case you guys have ever heard of the term sovereign citizen in the news, that's what one of them sounds like.
Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to read this to you so you understand what you're charged with. This says that on January 7th of this year on 2nd Street there in the city of Fenville, that you were driving while license suspended. That is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and or $500 fines and costs.
I do not understand my charges or
okay, I'm going to mark you down as not guilty, and we'll set you for a jury trial. You can continue to...
Your Honor, Your Honor, you practice in front of bench. You practice in front of bench. That's my job or my attorney job. I'm sui juris. I'm pro pria.
Okay, Mr. White, I don't know where you read the stuff that you're saying.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're diving into a courtroom clash that flips the script on everything you thought you knew about justice. Right off the bat, the man walks in full of attitude, trying to correct the judge on how to pronounce his name. But Judge Vonda? She's not having any of it. You can feel the tension spike instantly, and this isn't your average case. This guy came in ready for war. The energy in the room says one thing. This is about to be a ride.
But it's legal nonsense. It means nothing in a court of law. So if you're not willing to state that you even understand or recognize the authority of the court, my options are I can make you come in for arraignment and not give you a PR bond, and then you'll have to post bond to not sit in jail. You want to do it that way instead? Right now, if I get through arraignment with you, I'll give you a PR bond. Mr. White?
I'm asking you a question.
What's the question, sir?
I'm not arguing with you, Your Honor. I just want you to hear me.
Okay, but I don't want to listen for 20 minutes. Go ahead and ask your one question, and we'll start there and see if it's a real question.
Am I on the record?
Yes.
It's not going to take 20 minutes, Your Honor. I'll give you my word.
Well, you said you have a question, sir. What's the question you want to ask?
Is this criminal or is it civil?
This is criminal, sir. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and or $500 fines and costs.
Hey, if it's criminal.
What you're talking about is trial. That would be several steps down the road. Arraignment is just for you to make sure that you understand what you're accused of, what the penalty is, and for you to enter a plea. You're accused of driving while license suspended. I read to you what the possible penalties are, and I asked you if you wish to plead guilty or not guilty at this time.
No, Your Honor, I'm a beneficiary and I'm a sovereign. I'm here under fraud, menace,
okay, sir. Those sentences don't mean anything. They have no legal meaning whatsoever.
It's guaranteed by my constitutional.
So I've indicated that since you can't understand arraignment, I've entered a plea of not guilty on your behalf. I've set you for a jury trial. You can represent yourself free of charge, or you could hire an attorney. And now you must make a choice, sir, for bond, personal recognizance bond. That means you don't have to post any money. We're essentially trusting you that you'll keep coming back for your court dates. It is no driving without a valid driver's license. If you cannot get that far,
All right, guys. Things heat up fast when the man starts flexing his sovereign citizen status, questioning the court's authority altogether. He's not just here to argue, he's here to defy. The judge stays calm but firm, like she's danced this dance before. This isn't his first rodeo either, but he clearly underestimated who he was up against. It's a classic power struggle, but you can already see this courtroom only has one conductor.
In other words, if you really don't understand what's happening here, then I'm not going to allow you to be arraigned by Zoom. I'm going to set you for arraignment in person. And you will come to this courthouse. You will not get a PR bond. You will get a $300 cash or surety bond, meaning that you will need to post $300 in cash, or you will sit in jail from that day until your trial day. So I'll give you a choice. Do you want to be arraigned over Zoom like we're doing today, or would you like to come in and be arraigned in person?
Well, I object to all this, Your Honor, because at this point, I don't even understand the charges. I do not understand the charges. I'm not trying to.
That's fine. No, sir, you're allowed to, sir. You're allowed to object, and I understand your sentence that you don't understand the charges. And so I will attempt to work with you for that for a second. I'm going to read the charges to you, okay? This says that it takes place on January 7th of this year. You understand that, right? The date that I just read. I'm saying I do not. At this point, Your Honor, it's I was saying this. It was a jurisdiction matter. It's a jurisdiction matter. That's what I'm saying. It's a subject matter, jurisdiction. Here's the problem with you arguing jurisdiction. I am a lawyer, so I understand and that you're doing so when your driving privileges with Secretary of State have been suspended or revoked. Because this is the county. Yes.
Objection, Your Honor. I'll travel. I don't drive.
Okay.
I have no contact.
Sir, here's what we're doing, Mr. White. You are no longer able to be arraigned by Zoom. What I'm going to do is adjourn this. I'm going to adjourn this, and you will get notice at your address there. You will come in, and we will arraign you in person. I'm telling you that I'm not going to give you a personal recognizance bond, sir.
It has to be. Before we can proceed,
White,
before you can proceed, it has to be addressed, Your Honor.
Because we are on the record, I'm going to make this infinitely clear. You're going to get notice to appear in front of me. You have two choices. If you do not appear, I'm going to put out a bench warrant for your arrest.
Here's where it gets wild. This man tries to outlaw the law. He's quoting obscure codes, saying the judge has no jurisdiction over him. But Vonda? She cuts through the legal gymnastics like butter. What's really happening is a masterclass in courtroom patience versus provocation. The judge holds it down, but you can see it's getting to her. The man thinks he's scoring points, but to the court, he's just stacking up mistakes.
If you do appear, we will have this conversation again about arraigning you to see if you understand the charges, but you are not getting a PR bond. You will need to bring with you $300 cash or surety, or you will be in jail. Do you understand? Those two options, A and B.
That's a violation of my constitutional rights, Your Honor.
Well, no, it isn't, sir. So we're all set for today. We're done talking. We cannot make any progress. You will be asked to come in person for arraignment. You can either choose to come in for arraignment or you can choose to not be here. If you choose to not be here, a warrant will be entered for your arrest. And if you do choose to be here, make sure you bring that $300 because you're not getting a personal recognizance bond. But we are done with this hearing. I'm going to go ahead and release you. Thank you.
Okay, guys, now the man doubles down, demanding proof that the court is even real. It's like he's stepped out of a conspiracy thread and straight into a legal reality check. The judge gives him one more chance to participate like a grown adult, but he keeps tossing legal fiction. The tension is thick, and it's clear the judge is getting close to her limit. You can feel the courtroom's patience hanging by a thread. Hold up. This is where things start to crumble for our sovereign citizen. The judge calmly reminds him she's the one with the authority, and she doesn't need his permission to proceed. It's a turning point. You can almost see the moment he realizes that all that posturing isn't moving the needle. Vonda's tone shifts, her patience wanes, and the man? He's about to learn the hard way how courtrooms really work. All right, watch closely here. This is the slow unraveling. The man keeps repeating his script, stuck in a loop of rebellion. But the judge, she's done explaining. You. Hear the shift in her voice. Less patience, more command. At this point, she's not just dealing with a difficult litigant, she's maintaining the court's dignity. And the man? Still clinging to a fantasy that's running out of rope reel. Quick. Part 7. Guys, it's almost poetic. The judge finally lays it out. She gives him a final shot to participate like a citizen, not a rebel. But he just can't let go of the script. She drops the hammer, moving forward without him. He's now just background noise to a process that's leaving him behind. And that's the brutal truth of courtroom authority. Refuse to play by the rules, and you get benched from your own case. And there it is, folks. Game over. The judge makes her ruling, ignoring the man's sovereign ramblings entirely. It's a masterclass in poise under pressure. This case wasn't just about law. It was about order, respect, and the limits of courtroom tolerance. Watching Judge Vonda handle it all with grace was a lesson in composure. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.